Okay, so it might have been a year since my last YouTube video. That isn't me just lazily posting one of my animations to YouTube. But who says that it isn't too late to start making actual videos? Hey guys, if it isn't obvious already, this is a speed paint of a drawing that I've recently made. It is my OCs for Halloween, respectively, from left to right. Esther, Doris, Yaka, and Gabby. Specifically, what I actually wanted to talk about is just my OCs and their stories, because I think that might be interesting. And I would just post like the speed paint on its own, but I don't know. I feel like talking today. I'm gonna talk. First of all, what I'd seen that has actually what had actually inspired me to make this in the first place is a YouTuber by the name of Pony Moe. I'm guessing it's Moe because they draw in like the Moe art style, and they literally just post speed paints, and it's like, it's in the art style of, well, and I just said the Moe art style, but it's like exactly how like 8-year-old me would have wanted to draw, and it's exactly what 8-year-old me would have watched on YouTube at the time. Like, they draw like that and they post speed paints, and it was just so nostalgic. I was like, I want to do that too. Like, I really want to do that. So here we are. They post it in like a format where it's just like the speed paint and like music over it, but yeah, I'm talking. So the OC, the character that you guys see being drawn right now, her name is Gabby. What to say? She's like, okay, I should probably preface this by saying like, everyone in my universe, like, they have like powers or whatever, and it's called magic. You can be born with it or you can learn it. It depends. There's a lot. I haven't fully figured it out yet, but like, yeah, there's a lot to it. And basically, Gabby's whole thing, like, her magic is that she can extend her hair and like change her hair however she wants. She can make it as long as she wants. She can like change her hair type. She can, you know, it can be used for very, very different things. And in this world, like in the, I guess, grand scheme of things, she's very talented. All the people that you see in this speed paint, eventually, that you will see, they all go to like a school for honing their powers so that they can use them to kill mold. It sounds stupid, but like the main enemy is like mold. Like that is the mold, but like, it, instead of it just being like, you know, like mold, it like turns into monsters and stuff and like people, and the longer that it's left, the more dangerous it becomes. So the people who exterminate these things are called pesticides. Imagine you're like saving the world and you're called a pesticide. Like, I don't know why I did this to them, but like, that is what's happening. But yeah, as I was saying, in the grand scheme of things, Gabby is quite talented at like, just, you know, like being strong. And what separates her from other people that can like, because a lot of people have this like same ability of being able to like do whatever to their hair, it actually can change her hair type. I did like say this earlier, but like, that is unique to her. So yeah, so like, if you think of her in your head, just think of someone like whacking someone with their braids, but like the braids get like really, really big and whatever. Another thing I wanted her to have was like very strong legs. She can like kick people really hard. But obviously, I guess if I had to categorize what I'd want this, if it was a show, to be, it's like, I guess a shonen. I'd want to like quite action-y, you know? So she would, like, you know, like, I say kick someone very hard, it would be very, very hard, you know? Like, very exaggerated, very anime, very shonen. Okay, so I want to refrain from like saying all of her backstory, because in future I just want to make animations which explain stuff about my OCs from when they were really, really young. Pardon me. But I'll start from like when she was like 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so a very integral, I think I know what that word means. A very important part of her character is that she loves music. She loves music. She can play any instrument that has strings, and that is not an exaggeration. She had horrific grades in school because she spent all of her time learning how to play every instrument that has a string. Yup, every single second of her day it was spent doing that. So she has a love for music and was actually in a band before she went to the school for like being a pesticide or whatever. And this band was like, it was a merge of like emo and classical music, or like more of a merge of like emo and jazz. Not, I don't know about classical. And because of that, they were very unique and very, very loved despite being very, very young. Yeah. Basically, her mother, she is like adopted, right? And her mother wanted her to go to the school for like pesticides or whatever. And at first she really didn't want to do it and stuff, but and her mum, very, very specific person. I'd like have to spend like ages talking about it. But basically, the people in her band, they are just as super, super talented as her, because obviously I just said that like she can play any instrument with a string on it. But like obviously that's not something normal. That's not something many people can do. That's not something really anyone can do. It's fantasy, okay? But yeah, the people in her band are also extremely talented, except they only play like one instrument. And like she realizes that they have run into like their families have run into very bad situations with mold. So you guys watch anime, right? It's kind of a case where like someone in the band, like their parent or their mentor, whoever taught them how to play the instrument, would have made a deal with a specific like mold demon thing that if you give me this much skill and talent on whatever instrument, then you know you can like do this whatever. And because of that, like they run into bad situations. And long story short, because Gabby hears this, she's like, oh wow, like that's really sad, and she wants to avenge her friends, basically. And then she's like, okay, I will go to the school and I will avenge your guys' family or whatever. Like, despite the fact I have been thinking up her character for like the past 3 years, yeah, it is still like early in development, but that is basically how it goes for her. But yeah, she's the type of girl that will like stick up for you. She's very outgoing, very
smart,
easy to get along.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Like she's, yeah,
beautiful heart,
very out there.
the pure soul, the purest it could possibly.
And oh, one thing about her is that she is extremely, extremely tall. Out of everyone in her friend group, she is the tallest. I want to make her like 6'5". Like I do want to make her like really, really tall, or like maybe like even taller, maybe a bit shorter, I don't know, but like she is very, very tall. I don't think this artwork displays it. And the one that is being drawn right now is extremely short. Her name is Yaka. I really don't want this video to be that long, so I have to hurry up on like explaining. But yeah, Yaka, her whole thing is that she is extremely small, as you can see, and she's very, very cute. I don't think this specific drawing shows like she is the happy-go-lucky character, right? Like very cute, very, you know, like she looks clueless, but she isn't. What an original idea. There is so much to her that like I can't even like I'm just gonna spend time explaining it. I'm sorry, Esther, you're gonna have to wait. But basically, she is from a prestigious family, I guess you could say. But her mother and father, like, they're involved in very shady things. She has like 70 siblings.
Jesus is Lord!
Her mother's magic is that every time she has a child, it will be born with like a different thing that it excels at in terms of strength. So it could be like very, very intelligent, but usually it's like strength in the legs or in the arms, you know what I mean? Like physical strength. And her father is just power hungry, just greedy, just freaking greedy. And so they really want to have, you know, their end goal is a child that has all of the abilities, all like strength everywhere in the body. And guess what? That is what Yaka is. So she is actually basically like a military weapon. And when she was like, when they found out, she was like, you know, like the child that would like be extremely, okay, that is also why she is extremely small, because she is super strong, but she's small, so you can't really like hit her like that. She's hard to hit, she's super fast, she is just like everything. That is also why she just looks really, really young. She's the oldest in her group, but she looks really, really young because she ages very, very slowly. And she absolutely despises this part about herself. She doesn't let anyone see like any negativity. She's very, like she's constantly like faking a persona of like being happy-go-lucky, whatever. But she is actually suffering horrible depression. Anyway, so what happens is, yeah, she is that like really special child, and she's basically a military weapon, and she is used by her parents to go against these other really popular rival gangs and stuff, and do all of that kind of stuff. However, people start like seeing her, you know, they find out about her because she's like being shown to the public for like her various missions and whatever, and she ends up getting kidnapped at some point, right? She is super strong, obviously, or like she was just a child, like she's not like that. She's not, you know, like she's gonna grow to be like extremely crazy, but she's not at that level when she's just a child, right? And so she gets kidnapped and whatever, and taken to other gangs and stuff to be used by them. And this happens about like 3 or 4 times, I want to say. And each time she gets kidnapped, she gets a tattoo on her body for them to like say, yeah, she belongs to us now or whatever. And she goes through really horrific stuff while kidnapped and stuff because, yeah. And yeah, so that is like why she has tattoos on her body. There's none in this drawing because they're like on her like back and on her stomach and her private area. Like she was really invalidated. Then, however, whilst kidnapped by one of these groups, someone from like the committee or the school or whatever, like the pesticide people, comes to save her. Who is this mysterious woman that is like coming to save her? And she like rescues her from this place, and instead of bringing her back to her parents, she ends up growing and whatever in the school for people. Damn, 5% notification. But she ends up growing with the people in the school for people with magic and stuff. And she absolutely adores this woman who saved her, like genuinely. And one thing about this woman is that she kind of looks like Gabby. Why does she look like Gabby? I don't know. Find out on the next episode of, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like a recurring theme in my story is people who go through horrific things and how they deal with it. And for Yaka is that she wants everyone else to feel happy. She knows what it's like to feel horrific and like, you know, like you want to die. So she just wants no one else to feel that, and so she's just super happy around everyone and stuff. That is her true personality. Like, I guess it is her true personality, but she even acts like that when she's not feeling it, right? And she usually isn't feeling it. As I was saying, she has really bad depression, and she constantly tries to overdose. Okay, this is just like doing too much, right? Like, she constantly tries to overdose and like exit the world, but she literally cannot because her body is too strong. Like, she literally cannot like kill herself because like she's too she's too perfect and like physically, right? And this just is like a horrible reality for her. Plus, she's always in her group, right? She absolutely hates how young she looks. She wants to love people. She wants to be loved by people that are like her age. But like, she has crushes and stuff and whatever, but she just looks like a child. She hates this part about herself, and even further like worsens her really bad mental illnesses. But yeah, that is her. I feel like she is my baby. She's my child. Despite all of like the sad and whatever things about her, she is a happy girl. She's very outgoing, just wanting other people to feel good, you know? That is Yaka. That is, I don't know if I've specified this yet, but like there is a main group of 8 people. In this, if I said it's Gabby, Yaka, Esther, and Doris. BTW, their names correlate to what they do. Gabby's full name is Gabby Seal. Gabby Seal, I don't know how to say it. Gabby S-I-L-E. It's a South African name. And it means like they want it, but they can't get it. Or something like that. Or like they want it, but they can't understand it. That is her. People want to be her, you know? She's just that girl. Yaka's full name is Yaka Simba, which literally means strength in either South African or Shona. I don't know. I'm from Zimbabwe. While this story, it doesn't necessarily take place in like Earth. Well, it takes place on like a Earth, but it's like not exactly like the same as ours, I'd say. But yeah, and Yaka Simba, and Yaka is like, she's from, you know, that area of like Zimbabwe, South Africa, you know, Botswana, like those kind of countries. Like, I want her and someone else who isn't in this drawing called Nev. I want them two to be from like that area. I'm sorry, my body like, it wants to like burp or something. It's like, you don't have to pause while talking. And yeah, Esther means star, or the specific spelling of Esther I use is ESTA. I don't know if that's how anyone called Esther is called. But I don't even know how I got there. I think I misspelled it in the first place instead of ESTHER. But then now it became intentional. Wow. Anyway, and then Doris, her name is in relation to like water and stuff, like, and she controls water, but we'll get there. Actually, I can talk about Doris now. Okay, I think actually I should talk about Doris and Esther in the same segment. So basically, if you couldn't tell from the drawing, I don't know if it's obvious, I tried, but they are twins, Doris and Esther, Doresta. They are twins, right? And I should start with their mother because she is really like the reason why they're important. Think about Jesus. Think about like someone that was like just extremely, just everyone, like, you know, beloved, right? Super strong, can do anything, performing miracles or whatever. Their mother was that. She was like the strongest person to ever exist, right? And actually scratch that about Jesus, because she did very questionable things, right? Jesus' whole thing is that he never sinned, right? So scratch that. But like she was that girl. Without saying too much about her, she lived a messed up life.
You feeling a little sad?
A freaked up
Open
life,
your
a very
hand,
bad
put
life,
40
right?
of them motherfuckers in there.
And
Do like this. Go get some liquor, pour it back,
besides, from her twin sister, she killed the rest of her clan because they, like, Doris, Esther, and, you know, like, they're part of, like, okay, Doris and Esther are part of a family lineage of people, like, gifted with divine magic, right? So they're very important to the world of pesticides, because they have like a very, their power is essential for a certain thing that happens every like generation. But yeah, their mother ends up killing her whole lineage, everyone that's older than her, because all of these people did her parents so wrong just because they married, but just, well, specifically her father so wrong because he married someone that wasn't like arranged, basically. That's like kind of, yeah. And her parents ended up dying early, leaving her and her sister, like, with a lot of anger and stuff. And that is when, yeah, she did all that. She is like, she wears like a, how can I explain it? It's as long as a cape. It wraps around like the shoulders and it goes down. So you can't tell, but like she's extremely muscular. Like she's very, very strong. Not only that, but she's like magically strong. Like, you know how I mentioned the divine magic that the family lineage has. But yeah, she lived a freaked up life, and she, after a lot of things happen, right, she ends up with a husband. She does actually love him, right? By this point, she's done very questionable things, which I won't get into, but she does actually love this man after a while. Well, yeah, this man, I guess. But in my world, there's like there's like, I guess, different species. There's humans, and there's like beasts. Beast isn't a derogatory word, right? Like beasts are like, they're giants, they're like sea people, they're all of that kind of stuff. And her husband is like an elf demon kind of thing. That's why Esther and Doris have pointy ears. Wow, really getting into the details. But yeah, she has children with this man, and she's like, I don't want them to go through, not only anything that I went through, but I don't want them to go through anything bad. Obviously, this is a flawed thought process. Life comes with good and bad things, you know. And so she goes to like an area. Think of the Dark Continent in Hunter x Hunter. Oh yeah, I love Hunter x Hunter, by the way. Think of the Dark Continent, right? She goes to like the equivalent of that. People aren't supposed to be there. Like people, like you're not supposed to go there. And she basically goes to this world's Pandora's box, and I forgot the specific thing, but I had a specific like religious reference to Christianity, and it was like the scroll, like it's like a scroll, and it's like for when like you like die or whatever. I don't remember, but like she basically rewrites the future for her children, eliminating like the bad things that will happen to them and giving them all the power in the world, basically. That's what she tries to do, right? And then she does it, and she goes back. She makes her way back from this dark continent or whatever. And what she didn't realize is that when she was there, she got corrupted, because like even the strongest person ever, like she's not supposed to be there. She wasn't supposed to do that. By this point, her children are like 2 years old or 3 years old. And like they were living a happy life prior to this. It's really sad actually. But then she starts going crazy, and she is the strongest person ever. So when she's like crazy, it's like really, really crazy. And basically her husband, another character, part of like the main 8, her mother, and another character who will basically mentor Esther and Doris, and that character, they all end up having to fight and kill her, basically. But in the process of doing this, she kills her husband and the other person in the main 8's mother. Oh my god.
I'm a genius. I'm a fucking genius. Like,
and yeah, so that happens. But the kind of guy that she married, she went to a jail for criminals that have done horrible things, but they're still alive, but the general public thinks that they're dead. And she basically broke it. Like she broke into, like she was let in there just to see, but because like she has like that kind of, she's just that guy. But then she broke the criminals out of the jail, and then because she was looking for a husband, like it sounds really bad, but she was trying to find someone that nobody knew was alive, and then she fell in love with that demon guy. At first, she was gonna have children with him and then kill him and then raise the children of her own, but then she actually fell in love with him. Wow, how romantic. How romantic. Wow, I've just told the story of their mother instead of them. Right. Then comes Esther and Doris. Well, Doris, they grow up without either parents, and nobody knows they exist, right? right? And they live basically in the middle of nowhere. Esther's whole thing is that he's like extremely smart. He makes gadgets and stuff like that. So that's why he's like cosplaying Tails, right? It like matches up because he's like really smart. He makes gadgets, and that's how like they survive. He sells these high-tech things. There's a lot of rubbish left over in their house, right? Like their parents were quite crafty people sometimes, and he just like makes stuff and like sells it. He he is also like, he's anonymous on the internet, but like he invents like a kind of like a Google Chrome, like a search engine, and people are like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. It's a running gag that like this search engine is really buggy, and so like when he's hanging out with his friends, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't even, you know, I want to get this piece of information for you, but this search engine's so bad. And he gets really upset because people are making fun of something that he created, but like they just don't know. This video is actually going to end up being an hour. Oh my god. I keep on having to slow down the speed paint because I just have too much to say. But yeah, and then, so right, like he does that. That's how they survive. Something that their father could do was shapeshift, right? So they can also shapeshift and stuff if ever somebody comes. And one thing that they have to do often is like it will make sense in the future when I explain more. But they'll have to shapeshift into their mother, but they don't know what their mother looks like because they can't remember. Oh. So that is like very sad or whatever. They both don't like to do it, so they take turns and whatever. Yeah, but yeah, Esther is like, I'd say out of like everyone, he has like the most like plain personality, because these two are the main characters of my story, right? He has like the most like plain like personality. That's only so that the other characters can shine, right? Because, you know, he has everything going for him to be the most interesting, but he's just not. But he's like, he's just so simple. He's just like kind. He is very empathetic because an ability that he was born with from his mother, inherited by his mother, is that he can basically like see people's emotions and see people's souls and like feel them like really, you know. So he like is like good with knowing how like someone is actually feeling, but it brings a lot of sensory issues when like bad people are around. I wanted to make him autistic, but I didn't know. I don't know anymore. But yeah, that's his like kind of personality. He is, yeah. Honestly, I haven't figured it out. I don't necessarily know what I want to make him like. But his sister, Doris, at first, she deals with like a lot of like rejection. By the way, I'm explaining them before they arrive at the school, right? She deals with a lot of rejection and stuff and whatever, but like, guess what? Her personality is very similar to Gabby. Wow. And because of this, Esther and Gabby get along really well when Esther first goes to the school. For the people, they really hit it off. But because prior to this, like Doris was really like basically acting as Esther's mother, despite them being twins, right? She was like very protective of him because he's just stupid sometimes. Like he's very silly. He's just dopey. Like he just like doesn't really know what's happening. Like cute in that way, right? And Doris is just like feels very protective of him. then when they go to the school, Esther's like, no, like, it's okay, like, I'm gonna make my own friends and it'll be fine. And Doris is like, okay, if you say so. And what ends up actually happening is Esther ends up with, like, finding, like, the group originally, and Doris ends up with, like, no friends for, like, a bit, and then, like, eventually they all come together as a group because Esther realizes, like, you know, like, just because I said that, you know, like, you can still be, like, yeah, whatever. They figure it out, right? They absolutely love each other. They are, like, besties or being twins. It's really a gift. I wrote them like this because I guess it's inspired by, like, me and my own brother's friendship or whatever. Aww. Because I absolutely adore him. And it really is something special when you have a sibling that you love, you know? Because that's just someone that will always be by your side. It was not recording my voice. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to feel. But nothing will stop me getting back on track. Let me explain their powers. Okay. I don't know if I've explained it now because I was speaking for ages. So I'll just summarize. Esther, extremely smart, right? But he cannot use his mother's power to a good extent and cannot use his father's at all. His father's being, like, with water. That's why Doris does what she does. And his mother's being like the divine magic, right? But he can use it a tiny bit to compensate for not being able to use either one, like, very well. He has, like, gear which helps him to fight, right? And it's, like, really cool and stuff. He has like a Mega Man blaster arm thing, and he has, like, a wing sometimes and, like, boots and whatever. Yeah, those help him fight. And it's powered by, basically, you're like, how is he making all this gear to, like, keep him and his sister stable when, like, they, you know, they live in the middle of nowhere and whatever. It's because the energy source that he uses to power all this stuff is his mother's divine magic, right? So he can use it a tiny bit, but not very, very well. Not very, very well. And so, yeah. But I also, okay, moving on to Doris. Her thing is with water. But more importantly, she has, like, a special weapon. I don't know what I want the name for these weapons to be yet, but, like, basically there's like weapons that are, like, made for, like, killing mold and stuff, or, like, made through magic. I want them to have, like, a weapon, but hers is a yo-yo. It is a yo-yo, and the interesting part is, like, the yo-yo comes from her hat. She's always wearing a hat, like, some sort of hat. Right now it's like a bandana and like yeah, I guess just like a bandana, because she's cosplaying Marina. If you couldn't, oh my gosh, I've even been talking about the drawing. She's cosplaying Marina, right? And then she always has two bangs hanging out, and then she always has her hair like that, right? Yeah. And that hat turns into a yo-yo, and she takes, like, think of, like, I guess Steven Universe, like the gems, like, they take the weapons, like, I guess from the pilot, like, they summon it from, like, a different, like, it just comes from her hat, right? She takes the hat off, turns into the yo-yo. It's cool. And this yo-yo basically has, like, water coming with it. She's like a water bender or whatever, but because, like, the yo-yo summons water as well, it just enhances, like, how strong she is, right? And then, yeah, so the yo-yo has like the stringy part and like the yo-yo. The stringy part is like it cuts things. It's very fine. It's very sharp. And so she uses that like to cut stuff. And the yo-yo, like the actual yo-yo part, smashes things. And then just mix that with being able to like bend water. She is very, very capable. So compared to her brother, Esther, she is able to do a lot, especially at the start. Like, she is considered talented. Basically everyone in their main group of 8 is considered talented at the start besides Esther. Like, Esther actually really sucks. Like, he's like really bad. Like, obviously I mentioned that he has like the gear to compensate and whatever, but now I'll explain how the hell you're like, he sucks that bad. How's he in the school? How did Esther and Doris get to the pesticide school? Basically, I mentioned earlier the lady who like mentors them now in the present, right? While they're at the school. Well, the one like that helps like taking down their mother, right? She absolutely loved their mother, right? And she just couldn't believe that she, like, her legacy is just gone. She just felt like there has to be traces, like, where does she live, whatever. So she spends, like, until she finds Esther and Doris, she spends all of that time searching for clues, everything, whatever. And her whole thing, I love her a lot. She has like her family lineage also has like a similar divine magic, right? But she uses hers to make clones of herself. There's clones of herself all over the globe. She has loads of clones, and she basically uses them to like do various stuff. And in this case, she uses them to look for Doresta, right? They're like searching everywhere. She's using all the information, whatever. It takes years. And then it gets to the perfect time where Doresta are like leaving secondary school, or leaving like that, like secondary sixth form, whatever, that period. And she finds them, so it's like perfect for them to be able to enter the pesticide academy. That's how they got there. Neither of them had to take an entrance test because it was like special conditions, right? Like, they know who their mother is. They have expectations for who they're going to be. But really, this woman just wanted them to live a stable life, not in the middle of nowhere selling like gadgets to like survive or whatever with their mother's allowance, which is a lot, by the way. So they're not poor or anything. Well, actually, scratch that. They are kind of like, it's a long story, okay? Like, they end up eating like really, really disgusting food combos because they don't necessarily know how to cook properly. I guess that's also a running gag. Everyone like comes over and like they're hanging out and they're like, oh no, like we'll cook, like, you know, like we cooked when we grew up, like don't worry about it. And then they cook like the most disgusting meal ever and everyone has to pretend that it tastes good. Like, yeah. So that is how they got to the school. I cannot believe I have just spoken for 40 minutes on my character stories, and I could actually go on for even longer. Guys, my love for these OCs, like, it goes so deep. I like could cry thinking about them, and it's because like I'm like growing with these characters. I'm constantly like, since like 3 or 4 years ago, I've just thought about them every single day. There's not one day that goes by that I'm not thinking about these characters and what their story could be and what this and what that, you know? It's all I think about, and I love them, and I will treat them right. I'll make animations and whatever in future. In future, that will show them off, and everyone can know them too and love them too. Should probably wrap this up by saying who they're cosplaying or whatever. I just ranted really for 40 minutes and now I'm doing this. Okay, Gabby on the right, she is like a black cat, right? Literally just a black cat. Yaka is Pom Pom Pudding because she's just that cute. Esther is Tails the Fox because he's like crafty, smart, IQ. And Doris is Marina Ida. I love Splatoon, guys. Doris is Marina Ida because Marina, like, well, I guess Inklings, Octolings, they hate water. I just wanted to make her Marina because I like Marina. Marine, water, okay, it makes sense. But yeah, that is basically the whole, you know, like the beginnings of their story explained. Because I'm just saying up until when they arrive at the school. Actually, I think I explained like Yaka like a lot further, like a lot further in terms of like when it's revealed that like she's just super sad all the time and stuff and whatever. Wow, 40 whole minutes just talking about these characters. But yeah, I'll end my ranting just by saying happy Halloween. Yes. In the comments, comment a bat emoji and who you're gonna dress up as. I'm curious, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna do a little like show off of the drawing again at the end. So yeah, I will see you in 5 seconds.
Every day we play あなたと Every day we play 二人で Every day we train 固めて I'm gonna wake up with a smile